Hey, and I'm back for week 3 of the Great Quarantine Quiz, The Reckoning. So, happy Friday, everybody. Hope everybody's safe and well, and they're keeping good. We should have 11 teams in this week. So, where did we go? So, we have 11 people in this week. That should be good. So, I'll just check down the last couple of team names here and give everybody a couple of minutes to get online and get stuck into it. Hope everybody's having a good week and we can get a good quiz going. All right, so I don't think we actually have anybody new in this week, so everybody knows how this sort of goes. 3 sections with 3 rounds, 6 questions per round. Questions get well, the idea was the first 3 are easy enough, second 3 not so easy, and the third 3 pretty difficult. So I'll give it to I'll give another minute or so. And I get in. There's 11 teams, but there's only 8 people online, so I'll give people that have registered as a team to get a chance to get online. I have closed that. I'll just keep the music going. Can everybody hear the music all right whenever I'm playing it, by the way? Doesn't. Most in Canadian. And nearly finished a box of it, so I thought I'd finish up with you. We have a helper this week. I'm going to help out doing the actions for the questions. Yeah, so we'll give it to 5 past. We'll give about a minute or so to get a couple more people on, and then we'll get started. Yeah, it's a really nice beer, isn't it? It's a nice refreshing one. Evening, David. Hope you do better this week. You have the last couple. Oh, we have 12 teams. Who's this one? Hez and Don. I do not know. Oh, Hez. Hi. That's Chef. All right. So there's 5 past. So let's get into this. I think is that everybody in? We have 12 teams with 13 people on. So we'll just get started. Hez, you're new to this, so the idea is that there's 3 sections. Each section is 3 rounds. Each round is 6 questions. I'll read everything out once. I'll repeat everything, and then that's it. Go through it. So the first round is the general knowledge round. Our first question of the first round is, how many people do you need to run a 3-legged race? Okay, question number 2. In the book Animal Farm, what animal are the characters Napoleon and Snowball? Okay, question number 3. In what year was McDonald's founded?
Are you doing multiple choice of that, or just?
Okay, question number 4. What is the collective noun for a group of rats? No, not yet. Looks good. Okay, question number 5. What's the worst that can happen? Is the slogan used to advertise which drink?
You said can.
Oh. What's the worst that could happen? Is the slogan used to advertise which drink? Okay, and the last question of the first round. At what temperature in Celsius is absolute zero? Okay, so I'll run through them again just for everybody, in case anybody missed anything. The first question, how many people do you need to run a 3-legged race? Question number 2, in Animal Farm, what animal are the characters Napoleon and Snowball? Just the round number, Pete. The first. You don't need to go to decimal places. Question number 3. In what year was McDonald's founded? Question number 4. What is the collective noun for rats? Question number 5. What's the worst that could happen? Is the slogan used to advertise which drink? And last question number 6. At what temperature in Celsius is absolute zero? Okay, round number 2 is the music round. Question number 1. What Jamaican rapper released Boombastic in 1995?
I think you should sing.
I'm not going to sing Boombastic. This is on the internet, so you can sing if you want. Sure.
Yeah.
You can sing the next one. All right, question number 2. Who had a number 1 hit in the UK with their debut single Relax in 1983? I'm not singing anything, Pete.
Sing it.
I'm not singing.
Mr. Bombastic.
LA Fantastic. I don't know any more of it. Romantic. Question number 3. What is Ringo Starr's real name?
Sing Ringo Starr.
Ringo Starr's real name?
Sing it.
No. It.
Good question.
Oh.
It's music, right?
I don't care if it's music.
Pia said sing it.
Pia can say whatever she wants. Question number 4. Just rapper. Jamaican rapper, mother. Question number 4. Which band had Billy Connolly and Jerry Rafferty as members? Question number 5. Which band has the most Grammy Awards? Specifically band. I know.
I heard you getting too many of these questions this week.
Did you? Yeah. I stole a lot of these off my work quiz. And last question. Question number 6. Which famous singer is the godmother of Elton John's son? How would you have done that, Rand?
Great. I did that. I think.
Yep. All right, so I'll run through that again quick. What Jamaican rapper released Boombastic, LA Fantastic, in 1995? Number 2. Who had a number 1 hit in the UK with their debut single Relax in 1983? Question number 3. What is Ringo Starr's real name? Question number 4. Which band had Billy Connolly and Jerry Rafferty as members? Billy Connolly? The stand-up comedian.
Don't be giving hints.
Question number 4. Which band has won the most Grammy Awards? And the last question, question number 6. Hi, Monica. Question number 6. Which famous singer is the godmother of Elton John's son? All right, on to round 3, alcohol and beers. This round is definitely getting harder to write every week. Because apparently, if you Google alcohol quiz, it's actually trying to find out if you're an alcoholic or not. So, yeah. Question number 1. In which city does the beverage tequila originate from? Good question. Question number 2. The word alcohol is derived from which language? Question number 3. What is the world's oldest licensed distillery? You might do. No, we didn't. Question number 4. The Manhattan cocktail was first created by the mother of which famous politician? No worries, Monica. You can join in late if you want. Question number 5. What 2 drinks are mixed to make a black velvet? And that I said question 6 for the last one. This one's question number 6. Bulmer's Original Vintage Cider is a brand of cider produced in Ireland. By what name is it sold outside of Ireland? How would you have done that right?
Maybe 2. 1 definite.
1 definite. All right, I'll run through them real quick and then we'll end this section. So the first question of alcohol and beers is, what city does the beverage tequila originate from? Question number 2. The word alcohol is derived from which language? Question number 3. The world's oldest licensed distillery is, what is it? Or what's the name of the world's oldest licensed distillery? Question number 4. The Manhattan cocktail is created by the mother of which famous politician? Question number 5. What 2 drinks are mixed together to make a black velvet? And the last question, question number 6. Bulmer's Original Vintage Cider is a brand of cider produced in Ireland. By what name is it sold outside of Ireland? All right, so that's the first section. If people want to submit them, go on ahead. If you have any more questions to ask, I'll give you another couple of seconds to ask if you've missed any. and then I'll get on to marking it. And do you have any drawing for them to do this week?
I can.
Want to grab one?
Yeah.
Yeah. And just like last week, we'll throw up a new drawing to do. And if anybody wants to do it in the middle of the break, they can text it across to me. Or is your book out there? All right, I'm going to go start marking these, and I'll see you all in about 5-10 minutes. See you soon. Enjoy. Go grab a drink, grab a smoke, do whatever you're doing. See you in a bit. Hello again, there are pandas.
Sorry, panda.
Hi everybody. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. God. Thanks for the couple of panda drawings that came in. And so like last week, I'm going to go through the scores first, and no particular order, and then I'll go through the answers. So the results are the current scores, no particular order. We 2-3. I'm looking well too, Stuart. We 2-3 are on 12 points. The Spanish Inquisition is on 4 points. The Cream Eggheads on 10. Hazel Tea on 7. Wuhan Clan is on 11. Pinky and the Brain on 4. There was growth this week, 6. I don't know what that's in reference to, Pete. Quentin Quarantino on 4. No Redemption on 5.
No, not 5, 15.
Oh, on 15, sorry. Ronan is Crack Toast Intolerant on 15. Isolation Perspiration Station on 4. Hayes and Dunn with 4, and Still 29ers on 15.
Who's still 29 is?
4 beer back and remnants.
2.
Yeah, 4 beer 30. Get over it. The prizes. You throw up the prizes. So, like last week, the prize for the best team name is going to get a pair of gloves. They're actually the same ones as last time, but they haven't been used. And the winner gets another roll of boggle. So
we have no prizes.
We have no other prizes. There's nothing else in this house. I do not do shopping, partner. All right, so I will run through the answers to section 1. So the first round was general knowledge, and the amount of people needed to run a 3-legged race is 4.
At least.
At least 4. I think most people wrote 2, but you can't race against yourself, can you? Threw that one in to start. Napoleon and Snowball are both pigs in Animal Farm. McDonald's was founded in 1995. No, 1955. A collective noun for rats is a mischief.
Not the Tories.
Not the Tory cabinet. The worst that can happen is with Dr. Pepper. And absolute zero is minus 273.
There was a few that
there was a couple that had positive
no
273, and that's not quite that close to zero. Round number 2 is the music round, and Shaggy wrote Mr. Boombastic. Frankie Goes to Hollywood had the debut single Relax. Richard Starkey is Ringo Starr's first name. The Humble Bums had Billy Connolly and Jerry Rafferty as members. U2 has won the most Grammy Awards. And finally, Lady Gaga is the godmother to Elton John's son.
There's lots of Madonna.
Yeah, there's a lot of Madonnas. Don't know what the connection was. Round number 3, the alcohol and beers round. The city which tequila originates from is Tequila. Alcohol is derived from Arabic. Tequila, it's in Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
The Bushmills Distillery is the world's oldest licensed distillery. Winston Churchill is the person whose mother invented the Manhattan cocktail. A black velvet is made up with Guinness and champagne. And Bulmers is also known as Magners when it's sold outside of Ireland. Unfortunately, that means in the north it's Magners as well. But that's a different conversation for a different day. Okay. So I assume everybody's got their section 2 form open. So I'll give everybody a second to do that, and then I'll go through them questions. Okay, round number 4 is the sports round. And question number 1, who was Muhammad Ali's opponent at Rumble in the Jungle?
Yeah, Pia says there's lots of different collective
I have
terms
mischief
for rats.
I have mischief for rat's pace.
Colony, horde,
Tough.
pack, plague, swarm.
I disagree.
Okay.
Okay, question number 2. Which US city has hosted the Super Bowl the most times? She didn't stink.
Yeah.
Of course.
She's giving out shit.
Sorry to ask her why work temperature is 0. Question number 3. Who has scored the most goals at the FIFA World Cup? Sports are class. I need sports back. Question number 4. 8 minutes and 47.8 seconds is the fastest ever winning time for which race? Question number 5. Name the events which make up the tennis Grand Slam. And there's a point for every event that you name. Okay, and question number 6, the last question. In sport, what is black, 1 inch thick, 3 inches in diameter, and weighs between 5.5 and 6 ounces? Okay, so I'll run through them again real quick for anybody that missed anything. Question number 1. Who was Muhammad Ali's opponent at Rumble in the Jungle? Question number 2. Which US city has hosted the Super Bowl the most times? Who was Muhammad Ali's opponent at Rumble in the Jungle? Question number 3. Who has scored the most goals at the FIFA World Cup? Question number 4. 8 minutes and 47.8 seconds is the fastest ever winning time for which race? Question number 5. Name the events which make up the tennis Grand Slam. And there's 1 point for every correct answer.
Still sports round.
Oh, yeah. It's the last question. Then we're on to something more boring.
No, that's better.
And question number 6. In sport, what is black, 1 inch thick, 3 inches in diameter, and weighs between 5.5 and 6 ounces? You did get this one right. All right. Well, on to the next round is television and movies. Question number 1.
Did you ask them twice?
Yeah, I asked them twice.
Correct.
That's why it took so long.
Longest round.
Question number 1 in round number 5. In which Disney movie would you find the character Pongo? Pongo. Pongo. Question number 2. Which movie won the Oscar for Best Actor, Director, and Cinematography in 2016? Do you know that one?
Nope.
I haven't seen it. Like. Heard it's good though. What?
I know before.
Yeah. Question number 3. What was the first James Bond book called? No, not the movie, the book. Question number 4. The car in the Knight Rider series was called KITT. What does the acronym stand for?
KITT.
KITT.
What's good?
Yeah, it's wrong down here
Which one?
for this question. I just googled.
Where's that question?
Right,
History.
yeah, 6-3.
Sure, change it somewhere.
No, I just had to change the year.
Oh, right.
Question number 5. Which former NBA star had a starring role in the 1980 comedy Airplane? And the last question of this round, number 6. How many movies are there in Kevin Smith's View Askewniverse? And there is bonus points for every one that you can name. And I'm going to get a beer to give people time to write down the movies. Do you want anything to drink? What do you want?
Oh, I have that.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so I'm going to grab a drink and then I'll come back and go through these ones again for everybody. Be back in 2 seconds. 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
Oh, yeah, any of those movies. And this one. All right. 8?
Everybody. All right, so I'll run through them again. Question number 1 of this round. In which Disney movie would you find the character Pongo? Question number 2. Which movie won the Oscar for Best Actor, Director, and Cinematography in 2016? Question number 3. What was the first James Bond book called? Book, not movie. I know it's TV and movies, but sure.
It's related to.
Yeah. Question number 4. The car in Knight Rider series was called KITT, but what does the acronym stand for? Question number 5. Which former NBA player had a starring role in the 1980 comedy Airplane? The last question in this round, question number 6. How many movies are there in Kevin Smith's View Askewniverse? And there's an extra point for everyone that you can name. All right, on to question or round number 6, and it's the last round for this section before everybody submits their answers. Question number 1: how many years did it take to build the Suez Canal? Question number 2: which country was the latest to allow women to vote? And there's also a bonus point for the year. Pricked up here.
Where is that now?
6-2.
Jesus.
Yeah. Okay, question number 3: in which year did the Berlin Wall fall? Question number 4: in which US state did the legendary parrot Blackbeard die? I know. I'm going to change it a wee bit.
Yeah, give like.
Yeah.
Oh,
Question number 5: the world's oldest tree is known as Meshulah, but what is its age? Methuselah. What is its age? And I'm going to give a point if you're within 100 years of it, because I really didn't realize how hard that was actually. And question number 6: what is the world's oldest and continually operating education institution in the world? I think that's probably the hardest question.
That's hard too.
And I'll actually give a bonus point for question number 6. I'll give a point as well if you just get the country that it's in as well.
Yeah.
That's a bit hard. I'm going to repeat them all now, Ivan. Question number 1. Oh, she did actually. Question number 1. How many years did it take to build the Suez Canal? Question number 2. Which country was the latest to allow women to vote? And a bonus point is for the year that they allowed it. Too soon, if you ask me. Question number 3. In what year did the Berlin Wall fall? Question number 4. In which US state did legendary pirate Blackbeard die? How do you say that, Teresa? Methuselah. Question number 5. The world's oldest tree is known as Methuselah, but what is its age? And I'm going to give a point if you're within 100 years of its age.
You should be careful of that.
Yeah, no, it's when it actually came down. Oh. Okay.
I think that's it.
Yeah. Question number 6. Oh. What is the world's oldest existing and continually operating educational institution in the world? Oh, the world. I said the world twice. And I'm given 2 points. So there's 1 point for naming it, and then there's another point for the country that it's in. Okay, so that's the end of section 2. So if everybody wants to submit their answers, and I'll get totting up, and should we do another animal?
No, we
No?
didn't get enough pandas.
Yeah, we didn't get enough pandas. So if people want to get drawn pandas and send them, we'll show them as we're.
I should show the
As we're going
pandas
out.
that I had. Who sent me a panda again? Your mom?
Tommy. Okay, so I'll see you all in a couple of minutes. And y'all are
This one?
Yeah.
It's from,
That's from Patricia.
yeah. And this one is from Tommy.
That one's from. Oh,
You can't see. Oh, there
Yeah.
we go.
that's from Tommy. All right, so I want some more drawings to come through.
Yeah.
So I'll see you all in a couple of minutes. Go get a drink, go have a smoke, do whatever you need to do. Enjoy. Hey guys, I'm back. That's
There were some serious panda drawings.
oh yeah, so some great panda drawings. Let me just check if I got any more while I was marking there.
Your mom's
I
cheating,
don't think so.
pretending a drawing was hers, and it's definitely not hers.
And there, I think we've got two from Forebear as well.
This is
It's coming up now.
apparently Patricia did this, but like
Nah,
I don't believe you.
I don't believe you either. Man.
The background is unconvincing.
You need to go to confession. This is what Forebear sent, and he's
This
also
is
sent.
Stuart.
That one's from Stuart. Mr.
Look
Panda.
at his sad eyes.
He must be sad if he's on lockdown.
Oh, show
That one's from Forebear again as well.
Phillips was really cool.
Yeah, and oh, I think Pace sent me one. Pace sent me one talking about a mischief of rats.
Is that Phillips?
That's Phillips one there, yeah.
That's Phillips one.
And then this is Phillips
Which is
one.
really cool.
Yeah, I think next week we should do a prize for who does the best drawing in between rounds.
A praise of a song from you.
Praise of a song of your choice that I will not sing.
You're not getting the gloves either.
Yeah, you're not getting the gloves either, do first, so it won't matter. You might. Okay. Anyway, on to the results and the current scores, and then the answers. So, in no particular order. Blessed are those who do not see and yet still believe, Father.
Are you so holy today?
I'm not. Okay, in no particular order. We 2-3 is on 26. The Spanish Inquisition on 14. The Cream Eggheads on 23. Hazel T on 7, but it looks like she is dropped out. I didn't get answers for that anyway.
You didn't get any for the last round, is it?
No, I didn't get any for the last section.
Oh.
The Wuhan Clan is on 32. Pinky and the Brain on 11. Where was Growth this week on 19. Quentin Quarantino with 16. No Redemption 29. Ronan is Cractose Intolerant 45. Isolation Perspiration Station 24. Hez and Dunn with 13, and the Still 29ers with 38.
Oh, it's close between.
Ronan is Cractose
Peter
Intolerant is top with 45.
Okay.
And yeah, so that's Pete on 45. And Still 29ers, Forebear's team is on 38. I think the Kevin Smith movie helped a lot of people out. All right, so I'm going to go through the answers now. So round number 4 was sports, and Muhammad Ali fought George Foreman in the Rumble in the Jungle. Miami has hosted the Super Bowl the most times. Miroslav Klose, the German, holds the record for the most goals at a FIFA World Cup. The Grand National was won in 8 minutes 47.8 seconds. The Aussie Open, French Open, Wimbledon, and the US Open make up the tennis Grand Slam. I also give a point for Roland Garros as the French Open. And an ice hockey puck is black, 1 inch thick, 3 inches in diameter, and weighs between 5.5 and 6 ounces. All right, round number 5 was the TV and movies. Pongo was in 101 Dalmatians. The Revenant won the Oscars in 2016. The first James Bond book was Casino Royale. KIT stands for Knight Industries 2000. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar played the pilot in Airplane. And Kevin Smith's View Universe has 8 movies. Lynn actually shouted that in the kitchen. If anybody picked it up.
I thought it was a question of listing them. Yeah. I didn't know it was.
That's right. And the movies were Clerks, Mallrats, Chasing Amy, Dogma, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Clerks 2, Jay and Silent Bob's Groovy Cartoon Movie, and the Jay and Silent Bob reboot. and there's actually a couple more coming out, but I'm not counting them. Round number 6 was the history round, and it took 10 years to build the Suez Canal. Saudi Arabia allowed women to vote in 2015. The Berlin Wall fell between 1989 and 1991, and you got a point if you got any of them 3 years. Blackbeard died in North Carolina. That's why the East Carolina Pirates are called the East Carolina Pirates. How do you say that one? Methuselah, the tree, is 4,851 years old, and I give points if you were anywhere in that sort of ballpark, like 5,000-ish. And the oldest educational institution in the world is the University of Cairn in Fez, Morocco.
Did many get that?
A couple of people got that. A couple of people got Morocco. And you're right, Jordanstown is not the oldest university in the world. All right. I assume everybody's got their section 3 forms open, and we'll get into this. And round number 7 is the science round. Question number 1. What is Einstein's mass energy equivalence better known as? Question number 2. What is a female alligator called? Question number 3. What is the flower Polyanthus also known as?
Do you give them points or if they said where?
Oh, I should do that actually. Question number 4. What is the world's deepest lake? And there's an extra point if you can name the country that it's in. I said out loud. Question number 5. In the human body, what is the mandible? Not giving hints. Give hints if it's
Give hints for the next one.
particularly difficult. No. Question number 6. How many laws of thermodynamics is there? And you get a bonus point if you can name each of them. Not the full law, just what they're actually called. Don't try to go it.
Okay.
It's cheap.
Your mom's cheap. She's not ready.
Yeah. I know. I'll tell her off later for cheating at the draw. All right, I'll run through them again. Question number 1. What is Einstein's mass energy equivalence better known as? Okay. Question number 2. What is a female alligator called? Yes, that would count as cheap. Yes. Question number 3. What is the flower Polyanthus also known as, or better known as? Whichever one. Question number 4. What is the world's deepest lake? And you get a bonus point for getting the country right. No, but that's not a country.
It's not a country.
It's not a country. It's an area within that country.
Don't embarrass me.
And question number 5. In the human body, what is the mandible?
Are you doubting your mother? Yes.
Yes, I am doubting you, mother. And question number 6. How many laws of thermodynamics are there? And there's a bonus point if you name each of them. I don't want the full spiel, just what they're actually called.
If they give you the full spiel.
If you give them
You
the full
can
spiel,
pull
they
up
win
with
the
it.
quiz. You don't win the quiz. All right, round number 8 is the geography round. Question number 1. What famous country park surrounds the village of Edwinstowe in Nottinghamshire? Question number 2. What is the modern name for Constantinople? What do you mean?
Geography's supposed to be an easy round. They're like,
This is easy.
it's not.
It is. Ish. I knew all these answers.
It could be easier.
Could be. It could be harder.
Yeah, but come on.
Question number 3. What is the southernmost city in the world?
Just put up flags and get people guess flags. Like, just draw a flag. Just put up that.
Just draw the tricolours next time.
Yeah.
Right, question number 4. What is the name of the body of water that separates the USA and Russia? Everybody knows the roads in that country. Question number 5. The longest road in Europe is the E40, which starts in Calais. But what country does it end in?
Last question.
It's a result of my random Googling.
Have you ever heard of that before you Google it?
The answer or the
Either.
question? The question, no, the answer, yeah. It's supposed to be number 6, supposed to be the really hard one.
Never heard.
Question number 6. Which country is formerly known as the Republic of Upper Volta? That's what it's formerly known as. It doesn't exist anymore. Stop swearing in public.
No. Yeah.
All right, I'll run through them questions again real quick. Question number 1. What famous county park surrounds the village of Edwinstowe in Nottinghamshire? Question number 2. What is the modern name for Constantinople? Question number 3. What is the southernmost city in the world? Question number 4. What is the name of the body of water that separates the US from Russia? It's the body of water that Sarah Palin looks over. Question number 5. The longest road in Europe is the E40, which starts in Calais, but in which country does it end in? And question number 6. Which country is formerly known as the Republic of Upper Volta? All right, I'll move on to the last round, the general knowledge round. This is the last 6 questions we've got for tonight. Because the last 2 questions of a round are the hard questions, and the first 2 are the easy questions.
You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. Question number 1. What country is sushi from?
Just happy that I can get some questions.
Hmm?
Just happy that I can get some questions.
You get to trawl through Wikipedia. Maybe even like sushi. What?
Nothing. No further questions.
Question number 2. Which city's airports have the codes ORD, MDW, and ORFD?
Where?
Number 2.
On.
Question number 3. Which country grows the most potatoes per year? Question number 4. Which country was the portable defibrillator invented in? And there's a bonus point for which city as well. Question number 5. Who's the oldest man who has gone to space?
In that culture, I think they don't recognize the difference between.
Okay. All right, question number 6, the last question of tonight's quiz. How many animals are in the Chinese zodiac? And there is a bonus point for every one which is named.
Oh, that's a lot.
Okay. So
Damn, I got that one.
you got a lot of. Okay. So yeah, it's got a chance for some people to jump up and down the leaderboard with that one anyway.
Do you have to read that again?
You have to go through that list again, but I'm going to give it a minute because there's a larger number. I definitely would have got about 4. Shouldn't really mention numbers in case people glean that there's more or less.
Oh, of the last question.
Yeah.
I actually probably would have got
Don't say a number.
2 questions right there.
Okay.
And on the
Oh. It's real breeds, so it's the animals in the Chinese zodiac.
What does it say?
Is that real breeds or mixes?
No, mixes.
I don't think it's any mixes. Not my answer.
Not in this.
All right, I'll run through them again. Question number 1. What country is sushi from? Question number 2. Which city's airports have the codes O or D, MDW, and ORFD? I know, Monica, it's the Chinese zodiac. Question number 3. Which country grows the most potatoes per year? Question number 4. Which country was the portable defibrillator invented in? And a bonus point for which city as well. Question number 5. Who is the oldest man who has gone into space? And question number 6, the last question of the quiz. How many animals are there in the Chinese zodiac? And there is a bonus point for every one that is named. All right, so I'm going to tot up the final scores. We'll see who the winner is tonight. And yep, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Go for a drink, smoke, toilet, whatever you need to do. And if anybody has more drawings to submit, work away. And yeah, I'll see you all in a minute. All right, guys. That's the quiz finished for this week and all the answers totted. But before I give the winners out, I will go through the questions this time, and then I'll do the final scores. So round number 7 was the science round, and Einstein's mass energy equivalence is E equals mc squared, or the theory of relativity. Cow is a female alligator. Polyanthus is better known as a primrose. Lake Baikal is the world's deepest lake in Russia. The lower jawbone is also known as the mandible. And there are 4 laws of thermodynamics, and they are the 0th law, the 1st law, the 2nd law, and the 3rd law. Okay, round number 8 was the geography round, and Sherwood Forest surrounds Edwinstowe in Nottinghamshire. Istanbul is the city which is now known as Constantinople. The southernmost city in the world is Ushuaia. The Bering Strait separates the US and Russia. Kazakhstan is where the E40 ends. And the country formerly known as the Republic of Upper Volta is Burkina Faso. And round number 9, the last general knowledge round, was sushi is from Japan. Chicago's airports are ORD, MDW, and RFD. So that's O'Hare, Midway, and I can't actually remember what RFD is. Russia grows the most potatoes per year. The portable defibrillator was invented in Belfast in Ireland. Northern Ireland is not a country, so that was wrong. No, I actually give people that. Anyway. The oldest man to go to space is John Glenn. Godspeed, John Glenn. And there are 12 animals in the Chinese zodiac: the rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, sheep, monkey, rooster, dog, and the pig.
Tell them you accepted the goat.
Yes, and I accepted the goat as well, because there is no difference in Chinese culture between a sheep and a goat, apparently. And unfortunately, the bat is not one. All right, so like I've done the last couple of weeks, I will read out the scores for every team, final scores, and I'll leave out the top 3, and then I'll do them in reverse order. So we 2-3 we're finished on 26 points. They actually didn't submit anything for the last round. So is that the Spanish Inquisition got 42. The Cream Eggheads on 41. Hazel Tea was on 7, but I didn't get any rounds after the first section from them. The Wuhan Clan, sorry, you can never get that. The Wuhan Clan with 53, just narrowly missing out in the top 3. Pinky and the Brain with 21. There was Growth this week with 27. Quentin Quarantino with 26. Isolation Perspiration Station with 38. And Hez and Dunn with 26. So, and this week, the best team name I'm going to go for the Wuhan Clan, mostly because I can't say it right. So, your gloves are in the virtual post.
He is giving out about potato.
I don't care. She can give out all she wants.
He says China.
It's not China. Okay, so the top 3 in reverse order. No Redemption with 55. The Still 29ers with 66. And romping home to a win is Ronan is Cractose Intolerant with 80. So well done on winning this week, Pete. Yep, I hope everybody enjoyed themselves again this week. I know I enjoy putting this together every week and having a couple of beers with everybody. It makes life feel a bit more normal. Still not particularly normal, but it's a bit of competition on a Friday night with a few beer.
Who won?
Pete.
Well done.
Yeah. So
Who
well
came
done, Pete. Second was 4 Beers Lot.
Nice.
And third was Philip.
Very nice. Philip
Yeah.
did a fine panda.
Yeah, and Philip wins the Panda Award too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for that, you get a round of applause. There you go. So, yep. And if there's any interest in doing it next week, I'm up for doing it again. So, hope you all enjoyed yourselves and have a good weekend and enjoy your rest of your week and stay safe. Thanks. I thought she helped. Something you wouldn't have got yourself picked. Yep. So everybody have a good weekend.
And make sure you're all ready to celebrate Ronan's 30th when
Yep.
this is over.
In 6 months, whenever I decide to actually have a 30th. Applause. Okay. Right. So I'm going to turn this off. Thanks everybody for coming out again. Coming out, sitting in, watching it wherever you're watching.
Yeah, give us a break.
I'm not fact checking facts that I've checked.
I'm not checking.
Exactly. Right. Okay. Good night, everybody. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Vote early. Vote often.
Bye.
Bye now.